All right, what's going on, everybody? It's the Indoor Hunter, and today we are going to be doing kind of a challenge. So the premise is basically we're going to let a random wheel pick which weapon we use. Now, I did use some discretion. I didn't include stuff like the 22 or the 243. I wanted us to be able to actually, shoot and kill stuff. But the catch to all of this is we've got to use that weapon and that weapon alone this entire hunt. Regardless of if it's a diamond or a rare, if we ruin it, whatever. Best case scenario, we land on a 7mm and we're good to go for a large amount of species. Worst case scenario, we end up with like the 44 Magnum. I don't know. We'll see. Let's flip on over to the wheel and see what fate has in store for us. All right, here we are. Click to spin. Oh man, I'm nervous. Okay, this could be worse. The Zarza is by no means a terrible gun. However, we're not going to be able to shoot class 9 animals. Well, I mean, we are. It's kind of the point of the challenge. However, this could prove to be a challenge in itself, even though it's a good gun. When we come across stuff like moose, bison, I don't even know which map we're going to be on yet, but I mean, this is going to prove to be difficult. Now, honestly, I didn't think, this far ahead. I don't know which map we should do. What do you guys think? Or should I just enter the map into the random wheel and that's what we go to? See, we got Hirschfelden, we got Leighton, we got Medved, we've got Farunga, we've got Quattro, we've got Parquet. I feel like I'm missing one from that kind of era there. I know we got Mississippi, we've got New England, we've got Silver Ridge. What else we have there? Emerald Coast. Raventulia Coast, obviously. What maps am I missing here, folks? That's right, Tay. Mexico. I think that might be it. All right, well, see what happens. Hopefully it's not Hirsch or Leighton. Mexico. Honestly, Mexico combined with the 308 is probably the best combo we could have gotten. It's just knowing my luck, we're going to run into like a diamond pheasant or something like that. I don't know. If that happens, if we run into a first time diamond, we may have to end the challenge to actually try to get that. But if it's, a diamond, rabbit or something like that, we're smoking it with this 308. I guess without further ado, let's jump into a multiplayer session, see what happens. Uh-oh. That's not good. What's going on, Right Raider? You're right, Rix. I did forget Yukon. I 100% forgot about Yukon. Of course, Call of the Wild is being Call of the Wild, making it difficult for us to get into a game here. Apparently there is nobody playing Rancho right now. I don't know. Maybe we should... If we can't get into Rancho, we'll spin it again. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Hashtag Call of the Wild, am I right? Are we going to go back to the wheel? I think we're going to go back to the wheel. Let's not forget to go ahead and add Yukon onto here. Let's respin, see where we're going. Virunga. Okay, you know what? Can't complain. Surely there's a Virunga server going on right now. If there's not, I would be absolutely stunned, to be quite honest. There we go. Half a second, we got in. Oro Mexico is just not getting the love it deserves. Okay, so it looks like our hunt is going to be on Mexico with the Zarza 308. Got to scroll down here, pick it up. I don't know which one I want, though. Maybe this guy. We have 11 rounds. That's not going to be anywhere near enough. So we're going to have to buy some 308. Probably going to need a lot because, I mean, if we run into some buffalo, we're definitely going to want to be shooting them, obviously. All right, let's set out at 1600. Now, here's the catch to all this, too. I'm not going to hunt just the species. Oh, we're getting kicked. Son of a gun. I already did that, Will. And we got lucky and got stuck with the 308. But now we're not lucky because we're getting kicked. Okay, round 2. At least this time we're equipped, ready to go. But as I was saying, kind of what this challenge is going to encompass, we're not going to specifically hunt animals just for the 308. It's whatever we come across. So if we see ducks, we're going to be taking shots with the 308. If we see rabbits, same thing. We're going to be shooting with the 308. Class 9 animals, everything we see, we're going to be shooting with this gun. Granted, if we see a first-time diamond potential like a scrub here that I do not have, we might bend the rules just a little bit so we can actually get that, but oh my goodness. Is it? Oh, now we got kicked. Someone doesn't like challenge night. Anyway, you guys kind of get the gist of it. This is literally just one gun. What we see is what we're going to shoot. And yeah, I mean, that's that. We're going to be ruining a ton of stuff. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. If we can even get in a server. Worst case scenario, I guess we can go to my own server. But it's not as random if we don't do it multiplayer, you know? 300th time is the charm. Is this the same server I keep getting kicked from? Fingers crossed we get to stay in it. 6 a.m. It's wildebeest drink time. That could be interesting. I mean, the Zarza is more than capable of taking down wildebeest, obviously. Let's turn our hunting HUD back on. Had to get a thumbnail earlier and decided to move that off. I actually wish there was a button you could push in order to like reveal that and like hide it when you don't want it. I wish you could just have that off, push a button, and if you needed to see it, you know, that way you can kind of see, check your zero, stuff like that. It'd be an interesting feature. I mean, Warthog is definitely on the list. We honestly, with us getting Africa and the Zarza 308, we lucked out pretty good because there's a lot of species we can hunt on here with the Zarza. There's also a lot of species we can't, but that's going to be basically pretty much any server. The Eurasian Widgeon is another one of those. If we see a 3, we're going to bend the rules because that's a diamond I do not have. However, just to kind of get a feel for what's happening here. Now that is a big female Gemsbok. And she is way out there. She's almost 400 meters. We'll get a little bit closer and see what we can do with her. Yeah, Rix, I did actually hit it. Fun fact, back in the day when I was trying to make money in the game, with the 243 soft points, I would just smoke ducks all day, every day, man. Excuse me, I couldn't tell. Is the audio off? Nope, we're good. Turns out 308 does pretty decent on Eurasian Widgeon. Who'd have thunk? Really, let's stop messing around. That's that big 4. If she goes broadside, we're absolutely going to be taking a shot here. And she just went out of render. And we're stuck in a bush. That's actually really weird to be firing at birds because I don't really know where to hold over at. With the 22, I kind of got a good feel, but this 308, I have no idea. This is also going to be a very expensive challenge unless we shoot plenty of Gemsbok. That said, it is wildebeest strength time. It seems like nobody is going to the wildebeest sites, but I'm really curious about this Gemsbok. So let's see if we can get eyes on her, and then we're going to go shoot some wildebeest. I have the hiccups, ladies and gentlemen, and it is frustrating me. Now, when it comes to Class 8 animals like Gemsbok or moose or stuff like that, the 308 is severely underpowered. Now, that's all going to change next week, of course, because at the time of this recording, new map or new update hasn't dropped yet, but I will be curious to see how good the 308 does on Africa once the big update hits. There she is there. We actually got right up next to her without realizing it. Not the best of angles. Wind is good. She's nervous. Let's edge in here a little bit closer. Alright, this angle we should be pretty good to go. Intentionally aimed low. We were zeroed for 150. She's about 100. Now her health isn't dropping. It just went down a tick. I'm curious about where exactly we hit her at. Let's go check to make sure we've got vital blood. I'm assuming we did just because she did start dropping in health, but again, that lack of power from the 308 against those Class 8 animals is pretty prevalent there. We do have vital hit. And we've got... Actually, the kudu we were shooting at earlier is laying right here. That's pretty convenient. Hit him one time. As you can see, we got a low bleed right here. We've probably just dropped into a single lung. At that angle, I kind of try it. It's a risky move, but I kind of try to drop into liver too sometimes because I knew I wasn't punching through both lungs, and I was trying to increase that quick kill. Doesn't look like we got it with that shot, though. She's taken us on a hike, let me tell you. Good news is there's only one other level 60, and everyone else probably doesn't know the drink times or anything that's going on here. This could be pretty advantageous for us. Oh, I hear lion. Let's pull this out just in case. Low-key terrifying. Alright, let's see what she is. Of course, now we can't confirm the trophy. It's a gold. Single lung. Not quite sure what just happened there. We've got some people that have over 5,000 ping, so it's not looking good. We might actually get kicked from the server. Hopefully not. Okay. I've been in this situation before. We got some dude that decided, oh, hey, I see a guy there. We're just going to go hunt where he's at. Got a decent looking blue wildebeest just took off running here. We're going to see if we can't cut him off. Not quite max weight. The lions are just being lions right now. When in Rome. We were way too close. Hit him twice. I'm gonna try to hit this lion. Because, oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Jackal. That's a hit. Question is, was it a good one? And again, this is a class 9 animal that we're using not a class 9 gun on. He is dropping in health. Wouldn't complain, but I'd also be shocked if we managed to pull a diamond out of this. What's going on, Isaiah? Alright, so our first shot, not too shabby. Second shot, pretty darn good. We did ruin him, of course, using the 308. That was to be expected. would shoot these guys, but we're a little close to our comfort on that next lake over, and I want to make sure that there's nothing cool standing out there. I guess we should have shot him because there is literally nothing at this lake. Oop, hang on, I may have spoke too soon. Is that all that's standing here? Tiny level 4. Tell you what, 308, obviously not the worst gun to use against wildebeest, and I hear something approaching us. Is that a lion? No, actually, that's a decent... That was a poor shot. Maybe we just got into a single lung with that. Well, let's go find it. He's dropping pretty fast. That actually worked out because we spooked him at the first lake that we had a player just come in and start spooking everything at. And then lions came in, didn't help much. Let's go see what this guy is. What's going on, King? This guy does have a snowball's chance, so we'll see. Really not sure where that first shot went. That second one, I think, did him in. Actually... Oh, he was shot by someone else. Well, that's the dangers of multiplayer right there. First shot, we gave him a Texas heart shot. The second one was a good one. Unfortunately, he was ruined by someone else. I'd imagine it was that player that kind of invaded our space there. Spring break! There you go, man. That's awesome. Man, if I were to be young again and for it to be my spring break when that weapons pack drops, that'd be insane. I'm kind of hoping we get server host. That way if somebody does that again, we're just gonna... Because truthfully, like these dudes, that I would kick them for being this close to me. A little too close for comfort. Diamond turkey. Nice. Those are one of my favorite diamonds to get, I think. I don't know why, but it's just, they're fun and exciting to get.
Yo.
Level 2 guy, if I were him, I probably wouldn't be hanging out on Varanga just because it's not a very good map for a level 2 player. I don't know, I guess if you shot something enough with a 243 soft points, it would die, and you guess you technically would make money. It gave host to the level 60 guy. Son of a gun. He's probably going to kick everybody. Stuck in a root wallow there. Really like this lake just because it's, well, this lake. Could be some goodies here. Yeah, I'd probably do the same. Once you unlock the the 270, you're probably okay to start venturing around, but you're gonna spend so much time tracking animals if you're shooting them with the 243. Just a bunch of small wildebeest. And we're getting kicked. Yep, called it. The second that dude got host, he was just kicking everybody. That is ridiculous. That's a toxic playstyle right there. That was like a supreme map too. That's gross. That is super unfortunate. And now we've got a black screen. You know what? I don't even want to mess with this anymore. We're just going to go to my own Varanga, because at least then we'll be getting kills that count toward, you know, some respawns. And I have no qualms about ruining my Varanga Savannah, to be quite honest. It needs a good shoot through. Statler says, have you heard Morgan Wallen's new songs, Lili or Graveyard Whistling? Maybe, probably. And what's nice, I have tints. Okay, note to self, this is where all my lions are. I need to actually shoot these guys. Now, obviously the 308's not the best against the lions. It is the improper ammo. But where's the challenge if, you know? So hopefully we can find something cool here. Probably my favorite deer species in the game. I mean, I like whitetail, don't get me wrong. I shoot whitetail all day, every day if they weren't so just annoying to hunt right now, just because I don't know if it's their spawns or what's going on with them. I look for whitetail every time I'm out there. Same with mule deer. Those are probably up there with my favorite as well. Okay, so I'm basically planning on shooting everything that I see. That's kind of the premise of this. Nope, Diamond Lion are definitely one of the more... in the community, we need a proper term for maybe an uncommon diamond or a harder diamond to get. Lions are definitely up there. It took me a very long time to get my first diamond lion. That said, once I actually set up a grind specifically for lions, it came pretty fast. Okay, we've got some Gemsbok out here. Again, Gemsbok are right there at that limit of what the 308 can do. As of now, before next week we'll see, but we'll see if we can punch through and get heart. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get it. He is going down. Let's go see what exactly happened there. I may have aimed just a bit too high, but I don't actually shoot Gemsbok all too often, so I may have misjudged where his heart was. That's all actually changing next week, so alligators are actually going to class 8. Yeah, this feels pretty sacrilegious. I'm not even sure if I need to lead him that much. This is actually kind of difficult to do. Just because that bullet velocity is so much faster than a 22, I don't really know where to hold over at. But if I remember correctly from that stream, Gemsbok are actually coming down to class 6. What's going on, Karen, aka Caden? How's the fake leg treating you? Alright, here's a Gemsbok. We definitely hit lung, that's for sure. We did manage to double lung him. And to be fair, we all but hit heart. I don't know what's up with that. We did double lung him. You can kind of see, though, we got 59% quick kill with the 308. Oh. Excuse me, sir. We are in the process. Make sure that none of those are diamonds back there. If you don't mind, just stand still for me. That was a miss. I do not need to stop doing it, then by golly, I'm going to not stop doing it. We're going to attempt the heart shot again. Oh, it looked right at us when we pulled that trigger. Just going to try to bring it down here. Again, not the best gun for Gemsbach. We don't even have hunting pressure. That was rough. Well, Karen, you're holding true to your name. Still no hunting pressure. We pumped 5 rounds of 308 in that dude, and he's still going. What's interesting is on paper, the 308 is stronger than the 7mm, but the 7mm would have brought that thing down. Problem is my middle name. I was hoping to run into some wildebeest, but not a lot's going on that front. maybe I'll change time again. Okay, well, we've got one wildebeest here at least, so there's something. My address is 444 Suckett Lane. Actually really surprised that there was only one wildebeest this lake. Man, I mean, we got stuck with a 308. I'm kind of disappointed right now because we got stuck with the 308 on the random wheel, and we're not really running into 308 animals a whole lot. I was really kind of expecting to see some pretty big herds of wildebeest, because honestly, with this being my map, I have zero issue just wiping them out, but only one wildebeest being here is a little disappointing. We've got something. We've got some more. Can't quite tell what they are. Nothing too impressive, though. What's going on, nice man? Actually got to find that one we just shot. I don't think he actually went too much further than where we saw him at. Yeah, there he is. Cute little guy. I would shoot these ducks, but I don't want to wait forever for them to float across. What we may end up doing is actually shooting the ones that are on the land. Well, I say that, and there's only one. Kind of a wonky shot. I think that was successful, though. Luckily, this is the lake that I've got my line grind set up on, and we've got tinsel around it. Now that is a decent looking wildebeest. He's not max weight, 34 to 39. I'm going to assume he's going to get probably around that 35 score mark, but let's attempt another hard shot. There it is. It's down right there. I don't see anything else running away. It's kind of strange that there's not as many wildebeest at this lake as I thought there would be. Guess we can move along. While it does kind of go against the spirit of the challenge, I wouldn't mind trying to focus more on like Gemsbok, just because it is ethical to take with a 308, and that's definitely one of the diamonds and rares that I just don't have a whole lot of and would love to have more. Obviously, if we see other stuff like these ducks, we're gonna pop them, but I don't know if I can even hit one of these things, to be honest with you. This feels so sacrilegious. You got it. Can we get the other one? Nope. Scored 36. Not a bad looking wildebeest though. I almost want to try to play like a version of Gun Game where every time like we spin the wheel every time we kill something, and it has to be like ethical for that gun, whatever you pick. Here comes the lion to spook all of the blue wildebeest out of here. That's cool. Thanks, lion. Got a hit on him. Not a very good one. Well, he is dying. Man, I was really hoping to come across a big Gemsbok or a wildebeest, but it's not looking good. Not on my map. Guess I could change time to Gemsbok drink time. I've not really done that a whole lot. I would like to make a concerted effort, though, to like harvest every species on the map, though. We've shot Kudu, Lion, Gemsbok, Wildebeest, Teal, or Widgeon, I guess. We haven't shot any rabbits or warthogs or cape yet. Or springbuck. Going on ice? Let's run over to this valley and see what's going on over here. I mean, who knew the challenge would actually be to find stuff versus shooting it? I also didn't want to spend the entire evening, though, trying to find a multiplayer server between getting kicked and just DC'd. I just didn't have the patience for it. What is unfortunate, though, is they're changing Gemsbok down to class 6, and that 300... I mean, it probably wouldn't stop me from shooting them. Man, we got a random wildebeest just hanging out over there. We see her, so we will shoot her. Our session score right now is only 2,000. We haven't shot that much stuff yet. Kind of a wonky time, though. I mean, I should be shooting wildebeest right now in the drink zones, but, you know, it is what it is. Girl actually ran pretty far. Or is that the wrong animal? No, this is her. I think that's pretty close to the heart. I mean, it's a goal to shoot every species with the 308. And obviously it had absolutely no issues whatsoever taking down that... oh, we've got a cape. He's aggressive too. However, I don't know if he's aggressive against us or the lion. This is interesting. Now, I'm going to attempt, because we have the 308, I'm going to attempt a headshot. And if this lion is just going to be cruising through. We'll go ahead and take her down. He's still aggressive, so let's see if he'll face us. There we go. Back-to-back instant downeds. That was somehow a perfect heart shot on her, and then obviously with our cape, we got him right in the noggin. He actually kind of came out of nowhere. Definitely wasn't expecting to see him. Gotta go pick up our jackal. I'm really hoping to run into some rabbits out here. This poor jackal obviously had no idea what hit it. Just absolutely nuked that thing. And there you have it. The 308's not a very good bird gun. Almost wonder though, when it comes to the smaller species, we may actually switch over to the soft point ammunition just to kind of, I don't know, even it out. What's going on, Crazy Crab? Yeah, so far the issue tonight's been actually finding stuff, which is kind of surprising, but I was hesitant coming to my own map just because I knew it wasn't exactly the best. And well, this is a good representation of that. No clue where that thing went. Here he is. Oh, why did I shoot that? There we go. He made an error. I don't know. You know, honestly, we might do another... Just to kind of keep things interesting. Going into this, I wanted to keep just one weapon the entire time, but that can kind of get boring. We may spin the wheel again just to see what it gives us. Then again, I could regret that decision. The Zarza is not a terrible gun by any means. I don't know. One of the last few animals on our list, though, to take out that is ethical for the 308. That wasn't the best of shots, unfortunately, though. See if we can't correct that. That is a pretty decent Lesser Kudu way out there, too. Let's see if we can't pop him. 340 to 400. 368. Let's pop a knee here. One of the few times I wish I had the Argus on me. Wow, that was... Well, that happened. Maybe the 308's a little flatter shooting than I thought. You know, spring back. Chance number 2 here in this guy. I felt somewhat good with that. What in the world? Oh. Here's our Piggly Wiggly. Got that dude right in the face. We got a runner. I'm actually surprised he took that. Just completely walk past him. All right, so I think let's go ahead just to kind of keep the spirit going a little bit here. Let's spin the wheel again and see what happens. Okay, so 338 new. That's going to make Gemsbok a lot easier. Part of me, though, almost wants to make it a real challenge and pull out the muzzleloader. I don't know, Rix, what do you think? I envisioned this being a lot more fun, but honestly, I didn't expect to get the 308, and that's just like, yeah, I don't know, it's not as challenging, you know? Okay, the new muzzleloader. Okay, okay. Challenge accepted, Rix. All right, so Varunga Savannah. This gun, I don't know. This could get interesting. So we've got the Kerman 50 inline, which arguably is one of the worst guns in the game. The bullet drop is next to unbearable for me. But we're out here on Varunga. Let's see what it can do. That's actually a big Warthog. I guess it's a good thing I do have quick hands. The perk unlocked. It'll make reloading this muzzleloader just a little bit faster, but it's just the range of this thing is what's going to kill us on this map. This is wrong on so many different levels. But I think we got it. What's going on, AJ? Now, the ultimate goal with this challenge is to shoot every animal species on this map with the challenge gun, which is unfortunately this 50 caliber muzzleloader. Now, obviously, if we run into any sort of diamond potential animals, unless it's a first time diamond for me, which there aren't very many on this map, I'm gonna shoot it with this gun and potentially ruin a diamond here. But I guess rabbits checked off the list. Now, if we get super lucky and find some ducks on the water, I don't foresee us hitting anything out of the air with this, but I'd be very interested to try. It's sad that the old school muzzleloader completely beats the brakes off the new one. We might as well walk down here and see if there's any sort of Cape Buffalo. This gun is going to perform absolutely terrible against them, but if we can manage a headshot, we'll bring one down. It's very tempting to shoot that rabbit. You know, truthfully, I've never taken that gun to the shooting range. We might do that for just a couple seconds just to see, so I can get a feel for that bullet drop. See exactly where this thing's hitting at. Because if I remember correctly, when New England came out with this gun, if it was further than 100 meters, you weren't hitting it. Okay, zeroed for 150. At 150, it's still shooting low. Not much, but it's still shooting low. Now let's break it out to 200. This is where we're going to see that bullet drop. That's fairly significant for 50 more meters. I mean, that is all but halfway in between the mill dot there and the crosshair. Okay, let's try 300. The old school muzzleloader can zero for 200, and we'd be better off with that, but didn't even hit the target. Let's try the first mill dot. Shot actually way too high. Interesting. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. Science class is over with. We'll be right back. All right, well, we're back. This is certainly going to be a challenge. Couldn't tell you where the heck that thing went. I do really like the sound of this gun, though. It sounds good. Oh, it's terrible, Rix. It's the worst gun in the game. For what it's supposed to do, I should say. There's worse, but not many. I was kind of hoping he was going to stand still, though. We were going to yeet it and just try. Why don't we make a bad gun worse, you know? Alright, we got this little dude cruising in here at 150. I don't know. The bullet velocity on this gun is so bad that I'm pretty sure we're going to have to lead this pretty significantly. I don't know, man. I don't think it's possible. Unless they're flying right over the top of us. I don't know if we're hitting a bird in the air. Now this could get interesting. All right. Best case scenario, this thing actually goes aggressive on us. I wouldn't try to at least get some sort of vital hit on it just to see how long it takes for it to actually go down, because on paper this gun actually has excellent stats. It's just real world performance doesn't match those whatsoever. If we look at the ammunition for it, let's scroll down here. Those are the Minier balls. There we go. So it's got 42 penetration and 20 expansion. That's the same penetration as the 30-06/308. With the 20 expansion on paper, that should absolutely annihilate everything you shoot with it. However, I will never forget when New England first came out. I shot a moose at 100 meters with this thing, and it took forever to die. Now let's see here what it does against a Cape Buffalo. It's actually dropping pretty quick. I'm shocked, to be quite honest. It's down right there. I'm actually genuinely surprised. Now, moose are obviously a lot tankier than Cape Buffalo are, which makes no sense. But, I mean, there you have it. That guy didn't go far at all. That was an interesting result. That said, now let's try it at range. I probably aimed just a little too high. However, he is dropping as well. This is interesting. So this gun performs much better on Cape Buffalo than it does on moose. Now, obviously, these are class 9 animals. We're using, I'm not even sure what, it goes up to class 8. So we're not going to pass the harvest check, but that's kind of the point of the challenge is we're going to be shooting everything with it. So, yeah, I'm actually really surprised here. What did we get? We got an 85% quick kill at basically 100 meters with that thing. That's not bad. And then this other guy, we obviously got the vital organ hit. He's actually got a medium bleed rate as well. And you can see he didn't go far. I mean, it had enough oomph to punch through that front shoulder blade into lung. His quick kill was 72%. He was a little bit further at 200 meters, so it was about 100 yards farther or meters further than the previous. So 5% damage drop off. That's not terrible. I will say though, what really holds this gun back for a player that like myself, that's kind of a run and gun, you know, shoot on the move, is the bullet velocity is terribly slow on it. So making those shots on animals that are on the move is next to impossible. I really want to try to hit a bird out of the air with this thing. That would be the challenge. Man, I just don't know. Doesn't help that I have no idea how slow that bullet velocity is. I know it's bad, but I don't know how bad it is. All right, here we go again. What could possibly go wrong? For a split second, I thought we actually hit it. Again, I'm pretty shocked at the performance against the Cape Buffalo with this thing. That was impressive. That tells me if we can get good shots in on Gemsbok and Wildebeest, this thing, in theory, should nuke the crap out of them. Maybe we should stop trying to shoot those things while they're in the air. Although that's one of those kind of bucket list items. We finally got the bow kill in the air with the bow. Surely this is easier than that, right? I'm gonna find something a little bit bigger to shoot at. Gemsbok, 350 meters. I mean, why not? 0 for 150. 300 was hitting just above that, so I'm actually gonna aim right. I'm gonna aim high, right about there. We hit it. Oh my gosh! And it's going down. Are you kidding me? Okay. 1,000,000% didn't expect that at all. Is this gun low-key OP? The iron sights on it actually aren't bad at all. I mean, there we have it. We got a vital hit. With a medium bleed rate. She's laying right there. She still went pretty far, but honestly, that's kind of be expected at that range. These guys are fleeing. This is going to be a good opportunity just to see where these rounds are actually impacting. See dirt flying up. I don't think we hit that. Again, I am completely shocked that we even hit this thing. Laying down 349 meters, 34% quick kill, so not exactly the best, but then again, I mean, the effective range of this thing's 150 meters, so what do you expect? It kind of blows me away just how effective that was. I mean, who knew that shooting at a target that was sitting still and lining up your shot would be so successful, right? Here we go. I feel like this might be a hate crime. I don't know. I mean, I know this thing is going to absolutely smoke show a Springbok, but we got to check it off the bucket list. And surprisingly, nothing? We might have hit it in the leg, I don't know, but even hitting it in the leg, I figured that would do some damage. Especially after seeing what it does to everything else. Imagine. That'll probably be the next challenge that we do. Iron sights only. I'll use a good gun though, probably like the 7mm. Okay, here we go, here we go. We got some ducks coming in. Question is though, are they actually rendered? Not yet. Now they are. Okay, let's try this. Oh my gosh, I hit it! Are you kidding me? I straight smoked that thing. with iron sights. Turns out 50 caliber is surprisingly effective on Eurasian Widgeon. All right, we've got another Springbok, 260 to 280. I am going to go, what in the world? I want to see exactly how far. 270, so he's just about, so we're going to aim right in the middle here. About there. Got him. Okay, so maybe I've misjudged this gun. Maybe it was just a skill issue. Got to kind of figure out where this thing was hitting at. I do like making a habit of actually using the shooting range just to see where those rounds are impacting, what that bullet drop is doing. Because once you know where the bullets are going, as far as the bullet drops go, you can start making really crazy shots. Now, had we been using the Hudzig cap and ball, that would have actually been ethical to shoot him with. The round balls, of course. I mean, this thing absolutely starches Springbok. I really want to tread on bigger animals, though. I mean, the Cape Buffalo kind of sealed the deal, obviously. I mean, but I want to see what this thing does against Gemsbok and Wildebeest. Maybe a lion if we get lucky enough to find one. I feel like that... Is that a rare? That looks weird to me. No, apparently albino is the only rare for these. Never mind. I was mistaken. You guys remember the good old days? And I say this all the time, but when you didn't need an app to figure out if it was a rare or not, because it would literally tell you if it was a rare or not. Pepper Ridge Farms remembers. Them's was the good old days. If I could see these jackals, there we go. Now the question is, can I hit it while it's on the run here? I think I actually aimed a little too far forward. Did they actually fix this gun and I didn't realize it? I have no clue where that jackal went. Can we go back to back on the birds? Probably not. One and done for me. Boy, there's a whole lot of nothing up here, huh? You know what I should have done in hindsight with the new update coming out? Probably should have used the 4570. I might actually do that tomorrow's stream, bring that out with us just to kind of test it the before. We're going to cheese the system a little bit. I got tents. We're going to utilize them. We're going to change time to Gemsbach drink time. Or actually the very end of their drink time, just so we can actually see. It's a pretty decent Gemsbach right there. Let's kind of scan the lake, make sure there's no fives hanging out somewhere. Don't see anything. Lined up all but perfectly. Right about there. That is dropping very quickly. That is pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this thing went nowhere. Took 10 steps and died. Okay, so that's actually a little bit less impressive because we hit every single thing important and it still kind of took off on us. We hit right long, left long, and heart. We did get a 100% quick kill, but I kind of would have expected it just to fall over, but hey. That would explain why it died so quickly, because we did in fact get the heart shot. Surprised it's not raining yet. It usually rains early morning like this in Virunga. I wonder what those rabbits are out there. As many of these that I have shot on my map, I am so surprised I haven't seen a diamond yet. I would take a shot at them, but we're coming in on this lake, and I'm hoping we got some Gemsbach that are going to be cooperative for us. There's the rain. No Gimsbach here. That's interesting. This used to be one of the best Gimsbach lakes. Granted, it is right at the end of their drink time. I spoke too soon. I guess they were right here just beyond the hill. Well, let's try to remedy this. I don't know if we can. That's not a good angle. We don't want to Texas hard shot him. We'll try it. And we missed. It's not necessarily downside, but this gun, you obviously have 0 follow-up, so you need to have good accuracy. Alright, there's some wildebeest. Let's jump up on top of this container here. See if we can't get a better angle. Actually, we've got something running around out there. More Gimsbach. That looked big. Nope, just a 3. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a difficult shot because we do have a hill. Make sure there's nothing super crazy standing out there. That looks to be the best bet as far as accuracy goes. 270 to 290. Right at 272. And unfortunately, we're not loaded, so we got to do that. Okay. Loaded up. Where'd these guys go? Now they're laying down, apparently. This is that strange kind of intermediate range. Put it right about there. She's going down pretty quick. Again, I'm kind of surprised. Well, hello there, lion. Ooh, I hear footsteps. Could be rabbit. I don't see anything. We still need to go get our wildebeest. I wish I had the 22 to try the 22 trick on this guy. Oh, he caught the attention of wildebeest. This isn't the best angle. We may just go collect our wildebeest. Come back to our lion here. Alright, Vital hit, and there she is. She basically went nowhere. Definitely curious where we hit her at to see just how good it did. We almost got the heart shot. Managed to double longer. Quick kill is 100%, so I mean, it is effective. All right, so we've got this lion here. I'm going to try to make it go alert. We're so close. I'm shocked that it hasn't already. But lions are kind of bugged, like similar to... There we go, there we go. I was going for a heart shot. He was right at 150. He is dropping in health. He's down right there. I mean, who'd have thunk that this gun... What's so strange is how terrible this gun performs on Moose. I mean, that's excellent penetration in that frontal shot. But as I was saying, there's not a whole lot of guns that do well against Moose, to be honest. But as effective as this thing is against these bigger animals, you would think it would nuke Moose, but it just doesn't. Thing's fleeing. It's almost as if it's fleeing toward us. Nope, there it is. Got a 6 hard. I'm just curious. I think we got a hit on him. Doesn't appear to be a good one. I was just kind of curious at the, you know, on the move like that, where that round would actually impact or how much I'd have to hold over there. Wasn't terrible. If he just stands there, though, we're definitely going to get a follow-up on him. It looks like he's just hanging out. Second chances, 260, 280. Again, with this gun, I always want to make sure we're exact range. 267. So we probably want to aim about there. And unfortunately, I don't think that was good. He is dropping in health. We'll have to see. He's going to die, so maybe by the time we get over to him. Yeah, Rix, I think that's going to be the goal for tomorrow night. I'm going to bring that 270 with us wherever we go and see what it can do or what it can't do. I'll be honest with you, Rix. I'm surprised at how well this gun's performing. May have knocked it a little too hard. Alright, so that second shot, we did get a vital hit. And honestly, that round, for where he was at 217 meters on the move, that's not terrible. I expected worse. We did get the long shot. I feel like I've been discrediting this gun for so long, and I feel bad now because honestly, it's a hard gun to use. Don't get me wrong, but it's not terrible. I mean, if you were just actually hunting, if we were just hanging out in a tree stand or tripod somewhere, this thing's surprisingly effective. We got another lion out here and a whole bunch of rabbits. I wonder if we can get away with this. 280 to 310. Again, gonna check the actual range here. 282. So if she'll put her head up. I'm curious if we're gonna spook. And we nuked her. Absolutely nuked her. Let's go ahead and try to get some of these rabbits as well while we reload. It's one of those moments where it's just seemingly taking forever. There we are. Now, because I can't actually get them in the scope to get a range, what I'm going to do is actually place a waypoint. So the rangefinder is telling us 345. 352. This is going to be a tough shot. This would be a hard shot with the 22. It's going to be just as hard, I think, with the muzzleloader. I want to say just below that first mil dot is going to be our holdover. We shot actually over it. They're going to run away from us, it looks like. Almost nailed it. I wonder how much slower this gun would be to reload if I didn't have quick hands. It would probably be nightmarish. I mean, this feels like a nightmare right now. I do feel like the cap lock is a little bit faster reload. I'd have to do it side by side just to see, but I'm actually shocked that we nuked the crap out of this female lion. Absolutely perfect heart shot. You know, Ricks, one of these days too, I want to make a fun video and where it's us with like 22s and just how many 22 rounds does it take to kill like a bison. Everybody does Cape Buffalo, but honestly, I want to do like bison or water buffalo, maybe bantang. Okay, that's saying it's 400 to 430 meters. What? I'm gonna try it. Oh my gosh, we hit it. We hit it. Now here's the problem. So let's go ahead and pull out our binos. Mark that spot. Because at that range, and oh my gosh, is that old hunting pressure or is that new? If we actually killed that thing, I take back everything I said about this gun. Did I just get a 400 meter shot with the muzzleloader? I mean, if this lion's just going to hang out, let him turn around for us here. We'll attempt a hard shot. Turn around. Turn around. Not quite heart shot. We did get a vital hit, though. Thought I heard another set of footsteps coming up. I was like, uh-oh, is that his girlfriend? Did we just mess around and find out? I mean, we keep getting targets of opportunity here. A decent 4. Little guy. What's going on over here? Nothing? Okay. Right at 150 with this guy. I'm going to let him lift his head up. It's going down. What's going on, Grim? So our lion definitely went much further than I actually thought he was going to. Got single lung. I'm really curious if this was old hunting pressure, if we actually hit that Gemsbok. I mean, I would have counted that as a heart shot, but what do I know? Not a whole lot, Grim. We decided to challenge ourselves this evening, and we've got the muzzleloader on Veronica Savannah of all maps, and we are literally just shooting everything in sight. Just as a kind of a test, and honestly, for the longest time, I thought this gun was terrible, and it's not the best, don't get me wrong. It's not like the be-all, end-all or anything, but it's outperforming my expectations. All right, so we do have some blood here. It's a medium bleed rate. There she is. I'm really curious what her actual range was when we pulled the trigger and where we even hit. 403 meters. We actually hit a little high. What's the quick kill? 38% quick kill. The fact that we even got a quick kill bonus on that shot astounds me. Again, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I'm taking back everything I said about this gun. It's far better than I actually thought. Maybe, dude. Okay, Grim, that you did miss one thing. I thought it was going to be impossible to do. I ended up shooting a widgeon, or a widgeon out of the air with the muzzleloader. As you can imagine, it's much harder than it sounds to do. What are you? And missed. I can't believe that. I hit a 400+ meter shot with the muzzleloader. I don't know if I could have done that with the 7mm. You know what I need to do? I need to do what Rhino and I used to do on this map. I need to carry a tripod with me. Just throw that bad boy down. See up over the tall grass. Shoot stuff as it's running away. Yeah, it was. I didn't want to like sound too like whatever the word is for. Oh, do I not have any tripods? Do I want to buy one? Nah. It seemed like a good idea at the time. But, yeah, it was with iron sights, too. I didn't want to add to the cherry, but we'll have some sprinkles, too. Really hoping to see some more Gemsbok. I hear the birds, but I don't see them. This will be a good practical scenario here of accuracy, just to kind of see what that bullet drop's doing. We did hit it. Okay, so maybe and we got a vital hit. It is going down. Am I him? What's funny is that one was much closer and I made a worse shot. What do I look to you, Rix? Canadian? Okay, well, there's the vital hit from that female that I 1,000,000% didn't expect to actually hit. I mean, we got lucky. We got liver, but we brought her down. That's what I've been looking for. We've got a max weight, diamond potential, blue wildebeest. Let's see what happens here. He's right at 267. Man, okay, so... Man, I'm nervous just because this is a diamond potential animal. I'm guessing right about there. He's dropping pretty darn fast. He's down. Luckily, I've got a 10 over there. Alright, fingers crossed. We've got ourselves a diamond. He's just a gold. He barely missed diamond. That was almost a hard shot, though. Maybe we'll take a gander around and look for some more wildebeest here. Nothing here, but there's a lot of lions around, so maybe there was some here and they just took off. I don't know. This tall grass, man, it's so hard to see stuff. Is that all that's over here? Kind of looking that way. Moving right along. Hoping after Rix and I and Rhino cleared out the wildebeest on here, there'd be something cool, but kind of getting shafted. I'm going to collect this tripod, though. That's a scary sound. Way to go, Rix. It's all your fault, dude. Need I say more? Oh, I'd appreciate it if it let us change to our weapon. Basically the best there ever was. What's going on, Elite? We are challenging ourselves with the muzzleloader on Vuranga, and it is actually far exceeding my expectations right now. I'd agree with you there, Rix. I am plain and I am simple. But we did somehow get a perfect heart shot on that thing. I'll take it. I'm going to kind of get to the crest of this little hill, and then we're going to plop our tripod. Again, this is a tactic Rhino and I used to do on this map constantly. And it's surprisingly effective. Which part? If you don't shoot big red, then... That's how take a nice reference. Please tell me yes. Oh man, if I could still see those wildebeest over there, I'd go for it from this range. We've already made one 400-meter plus shot with it. He turned right when we pulled the trigger. If there were some better angles, I'd absolutely yeet around at him, but I'm not going to shoot him in the butt. I was actually zeroed for 100 on that, so there is actually no telling where that bullet went. Apparently wasn't very effective, though. Yes, Rix, I know it all too well. Should I just sit here the rest of the stream and see just what walks through? Try to blast it with this thing. Got a hit on him. Not a good one, though. At least we're not, like, being attacked right now. That'd be really unfortunate. Let's go up here. Imagine. Now I'm curious. This is one of those things that'll probably break the game, but I'm all for it. I was hopeful. There's got to be something wonky though that you can do with that. These things are 170 meters. That's a big 8 mythical. And yet they never spooked putting this tripod down. I don't get it. I mean, we already know this thing's effective against Cape Buffalo, but why not? Cool, send it. I'm hoping... So that was actually... I was hoping that downward angle would help us with the range on it, but we didn't compensate enough, and we hit femur 100% on that. I way overshot it. Don't worry, in 30 seconds we'll be able to get another shot in. Okay, that was a little bit closer. The bullet velocity on this gun's not as bad as I actually thought it was. Nuked him. Got him too. Okay, turns out just a little bit of practice with the weapon and you can actually become quite proficient with it. Now, I'm not saying this gun's going to enter the loadout anytime soon, but it's not as abysmal as I thought previously. I will say, though, I'll never forget the fact that we shot a moose at 100 meters with it and it didn't die, so I don't know. Oh, do you want a tango? Pretty good shot on that. What if I'd be having, I mean, obviously I'd probably be having better luck with the 7mm, but I've just made some weird, crazy shots tonight that I just never expected to make. Okay, so now this is where this gets interesting. I could cheat and throw down the tripod. I don't feel like doing that, though. I can hear an aggressive. We've got 2 aggressive capes. We've got this one right here, and I hear another one. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to use the terrain to our advantage here. We're going to have to hope our first shot is a good one. Otherwise, it could get bad. That one was not very good. I don't even think we hit him at all. Insert comical music now. Now LARPing as an 1800s frontiersman. I thought we were going to get headshot. Here's a battle hit. That wasn't a vital? Let's get real cocky here. I actually did quite a bit of damage. Who knew that would be a surprisingly effective buffalo gun? We didn't even get hit in that altercation there, did we? Man, we tried for the headshot and failed epically. What are the odds in the last 10 minutes of the stream here we find a diamond? Probably next to 0, huh? Oof. You found out why you don't scream at the Indoor Hunter. Actually, uncommon fur type for them. All right, so for the last few minutes of stream, we're going to go ahead. It's going to be boring, but I do 100% plan on tomorrow using the 4570. And so I kind of want to get a feel for it, just like I did with the muzzleloader. We're going to go over at Hirschfeld and pull that bad boy out and just kind of see where it's hitting at accuracy-wise. I'm confused. Where's my gun? Did I pass it up? There it is. There she be. I have one round. Okay. Okay. All right, so pre-update 4570 at 150 meters, zeroed for 150. Excuse me? What in the world just happened there? Why did all those rounds just show up on target? Okay. That was strange. I don't know why there were so many. I almost thought the game might have broken. Anywho, back on topic here. Gotta manually reload it. I mean, it seems to be hitting pretty darn close to where I'm aiming at. But now, I'm curious. What's it gonna do at 200? Aim it straight on. That's a pretty good bullet drop. Honestly, that bullet drop is very, very comparable to the Kerman 50 inline. Okay. So this is where I'm really curious to see what it's going to do with the new ballistics. Obviously, we're going to compare this footage to that when it comes out next Tuesday, but I'm just trying to get a feel. So at 200, that seems to be our holdover right about there. Dead nut accurate. For the most part, I should say. How bad is it at 300? It's probably going to be terrible. I'm going to assume we need to aim about there, give or take. Not too far off. It was a little too high, actually. A little bit better. Now, this optic doesn't have any sort of mil dots or anything like that, so obviously making those shots at range is going to be a little bit harder than it would with the Hyperion or Argus. But I'm really interested to see what this gun is going to be capable of doing when the time comes. Just in case they change anything too crazy, let's look at the ammunition. Just as a quick, before the update versus after. We've obviously gone too far here. So the penetration, 4570 hollow point, 20 penetration, 27 expansion. The flat nose has 40 penetration and 6 expansion. Recommended classes 4 through 9. Effective range is 75 meters, which is pretty darn pathetic, honestly. Most shotguns are going to outperform that, especially with slugs. But again, this is pre-update. Very curious to see what it looks like afterwards. We're going to do a lot more testing with this tomorrow, of course. Get some actual field experience with it, because to be honest, I've not ever really used this gun. Maybe a handful of times, just kind of as a meme gun. Very similar to the muzzleloader, or the Kerman inline muzzleloader. Maybe this gun's a lot better than I thought it was. Who knows? I know Rix is a huge fan of it. But with that being said, hope to see you guys here tomorrow. We're going to have to call it a little bit early. Today was a kind of a surprise stream. Had some time. Had a fun little challenge. Now, we're not going to use only the 4570 tomorrow. I'm not a masochist, but I'm going to have it in the loadout. We're going to be shooting stuff with it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be crazy good. But I'm very, very curious, because this is one of the few guns like the 7mm that there is potential. I don't think it's going to, because unless they really super buffed it, that effective range is what's going to hold this gun back. Otherwise, I mean, it's good to hear, Rix. It's good to hear. I will say the iron sights in this are not terrible. They are not terrible at all. I keep forgetting that I've got manual reload on, so when you're in the shooting range like this, you've actually got to manually chamber it. Yeah, with that effective range of 75 meters, I'm just curious, though, if this gun has potential to actually dethrone the 7mm. It's kind of like... Because while there's obviously better guns than the 7mm, pound for pound, in my opinion, it's the best gun in the game, just because it's so, capable from Class 4 to Class 9. You can throw that in and you're pretty much good everywhere you hunt. This gun, though, I mean, if it gets buffed good enough, I actually need to buy more ammo for it. I don't know. It's only got 3 rounds. Maybe the pistol will be good too. Who knows? But honestly though, speaking of the update with the speed loaders, I'm going to go out on the limb and say the 454 Rhino is going to be in a lot of people's loadouts. It's going to be in mine a lot more often because that gun's insane as it is, and the fact that now you're going to be able to shoot it as fast as you can pull the trigger and reload it all but instantly, that's going to be insane. I've obviously never walked back here before. Do you think there's stuff actually hanging out? Can you actually hunt the shooting range? That'd be interesting. Nope. Some science for next time. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time for we've got this evening. We'll be back tomorrow. We're not going to be doing any sort of crazy challenges except for trying to find some diamonds. Hopefully we are successful in that endeavor. It's been kind of on a dry streak as far as diamonds go, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back normal time tomorrow afternoon, obviously. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.